Hi, it's Friday, April 10th, 2020. And I've been having a couple of thoughts in the past day. And let me see if I can bring them together. So, for myself, it's very easy to get caught up in the immediacy of this pandemic, the suffering that's going on, my personal concerns about how I'm going to get goods and services that I need. So for me, it's important to remember that there's something greater that's going on. That it's not just about this human condition that I'm in right now, this human experience that we're all sharing. Alan Watts said something to the effect that we don't come to this earth, we are from this earth. And so we spring from this earth, and that lends a certain responsibility that we have to the planet. And I know that we humans, especially in the Western world, have forgotten our responsibility. We've taken from the earth, but we haven't nurtured the earth. And I see this pandemic as the spread of this virus is not something that humans need to fight against necessarily, but that the earth itself, in this consciousness of Gaia, of this our planet, has this need to heal itself. And from that, it's recognizing that how do I begin to, or how does it begin to make changes that it needs so that it can become healthy and balanced again. And part of that is helping humans to change our behavior, because apparently we haven't been able to do that on our own. Even though we recognize that there's a crisis going on, we haven't been able to change our behavior to address that crisis, to help heal the planet, this thing that we rely on for our survival, for our existence. And it's also easy for me to get caught up in the politics of the moment. Seeing here in the United States just outright lies, disinformation coming from the leadership that should be, in my opinion, should be leading us and helping our country to come together and to address the immediate needs of the health and well-being of our people, and in turn the people around the planet. So rather than, if I get focused on my anger and my frustration and simply focus on that rather than using that power, that anger and frustration to create something new, then I'm only feeding the problem. I'm fueling the problem with my anger. The anger instead is being used to fuel my motivation to change, that head in the direction where I know that we can take humanity. And I was reminded of this idea that when I was learning how to break a board with my fist, that you don't hit the board. Because if you hit the board, you're going to hurt your fist. You want to think about moving through the board. You're hitting through it. You're going to the other side. So when I'm looking at the Trump administration, when I'm looking at what's going on in Washington, rather than my anger being directed at it and fueling it, is to look past it, to drive past that into where I know that we can go and maintain that vision of what we can have for this country. So I know that there's a lot of suffering right now. It's palpable. You can feel it, not just in my life, but in the lives of so many others. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has seen the news and just broken down in tears. To all of those that are suffering right now, and in the direct lines of helping those that are suffering. I send blessings and love and good health and well-being. For all that are in isolation and feeling lonely, know that you're not alone. We're in this together, and we're going to get through this together. And we have this great possibility and opportunity right now to envision and create the world that we really want to live in, the world that we really know is possible for each and every person. So let's do it. Stay focused. When you get angry, use that anger as motivation to help fuel the change and not fuel the problem. So as always, whether I know you or not, I send you love and I send you blessings. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until later, love, peace, joy, freedom, all that you are, divine goodness. See ya.